Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'd like to welcome everyone to our regular council meeting, first of the year. Happy New Year to everybody. We'll move along as expeditiously as possible. We got a number of things to do tonight, but I think we can move pretty quickly. The first item of business is consideration of minutes from December 6, 2016, our regular session meeting minutes. Does the chair hear a motion to be approved unless there's some corrections?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that the minutes for December 6th be approved. Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Accordingly, the minutes are approved. We've had no requests for citizen comments tonight, so we will move on into the agenda items. The first three items are consideration of resolutions awarding fire helmets to retiring firefighters, one William Lindsay and one Alan Williams and one Austin Taylor. And all the resolutions, which you're required to read the resolutions, all are the same, with the exceptions of the names and their functions. And I will read one, because we have to read one, and all the rest of the people fit in. This is a resolution awarding a fire helmet to retiring volunteer firefighter William Lindsay, and a resolution awarding a fire helmet to retiring volunteer firefighter Alan Williams, and a resolution awarding a fire helmet to retiring volunteer firefighter Austin Taylor. Whereas after rendering honorable and valuable service to the town of Nashville and its citizens since the date of his initial service with the Nashville Fire Department on March 3, 1995, driver-operator William Lindsay, for the date of March 4, 1996, engineer Alan Williams, and with the date of February 5, 1996, Lieutenant Austin Taylor, began his retirement from volunteering with the Nashville Fire Department on December 31, 2016. And whereas pursuant to and in accordance with Section 160A-294.1 of the North Carolina General Statutes, the Nashville Town Council wishes to recognize and honor the driver-operator William Lindsay and engineer Alan Williams and Lieutenant Austin Taylor for their dedicated service to the town by awarding them at a minimum monetary cost the fire helmet designated to the driver-operator Lindsay for use in the performance of his duties, and the fire helmet assigned to engineer Williams for performance of his duties, and the fire helmet assigned to Lieutenant Taylor for use in the performance of his duties. Now therefore be it resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Nashville, North Carolina, that in consideration and recognition of their dedicated service to the town of Nashville, they be awarded ownership of the fire helmet issued to them in performance of their duties, and be it further resolved by the Town Council of the Town of Nashville, North Carolina, that as part of its recognition of the dedicated public service rendered over the course of their service by the retired driver-operator Lindsay, engineer Williams, and Lieutenant Taylor, the Council is exercising its statutory authority to set a price for the retired helmet at less than fair market value, and hereby directs the town staff to convey the helmet to William Lindsay, Alan Williams, and Austin Taylor for the purchase price of $1 each. Okay, adopted this third day of January 2017 with appropriate signatures and attestations. Does the chair hear a motion to approve these resolutions collectively?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded the resolution to be approved collectively. Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Accordingly, it is done. Congratulations. I've been asked by the press if you'll all come forward. We'll get a group picture together. Just come to stand right up here, and we'll come around and join you.
Mayor, before we go further, I'd like to
Okay.
interject one thing before we go further.
Okay.
With these three gentlemen coming up to receive this, their helmets, it's only a small token of the town's appreciation. As I look out, and I fought fires with all three of these gentlemen, and was proud to do so. But as the gentleman streaking across the back, to show you how things go, Bill Lindsay's son, would you step forward? This is tradition, passing this on down to his sons. And we've got several other firefighters that are still currently in the fire department that when I was in, they were junior, little bitty pipsqueaks, underfoot, learning what their fathers did, and look at how it looks today.
You
I
sure
think
look,
they should be commended.
and you sure look older.
And I do know.
Okay. Anybody want to come with me? Get the picture?
I can.
Stand behind us, man.
I'll stand behind you.
Yeah, probably better to stand behind us.
Charles. Charles, listen back here.
Where this lady?
Let's
Let's kind of walk behind.
Hey, congratulations, you haven't seen.
Everybody get lined up back there. Just let me have it. Just let me have it.
Get close. Get close.
Okay, on behalf of the town of Nashville and all the citizens, I give you your helmet. We appreciate your service and all you've done for us, and we are much safer and better off because of your lives with our town. Thank you, sir. Council, we're ready. Okay. Thanks, lady.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see now, moving on. Lost my agenda here. Okay, item number D is a consideration of a resolution authoring payments of invoices, which is under the blue tab. This is another of the situations we have ongoing, resolving to amend the budget with these expenditures which have not included in the budget as we went along, which are extraordinary things that happen as we travel forward. And the reason these have been added this time is they were not pre-audited before the expenditures were made, like the towing emergency and those sorts of things. Okay, let me read the resolution here, as they all have to be read. It says, whereas the North Carolina General Statutes require a pre-audit to be performed by the finance director before the town incurs an obligation, and whereas general statutes state that failure to perform the pre-audit requirements makes the contract agreement or purchase order void, and whereas general statutes further provide if an officer or employee of a local unit incurs an obligation or pays out or causes to be paid out any funds in violation of the pre-audit statute, he and the sureties on his official bond are liable for any sum so committed or disbursed. And whereas general statutes also provide if the finance director disapproves of bill, invoice, or other claim, the governing board may step in to approve payment, and now therefore be it ordained on behalf of the mayor and the town council that through this resolution, the town of Nashville Town Council does hereby approve the following invoices for payment, of which there are four totaling $1,126. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be spread upon the permanent record of the town of Nashville adopted this third day of January 2017 with appropriate signatures and attestations. Does the chair hear a motion we approve this resolution?
So made.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded we approve the resolution. Is there any discussion? Okay, there being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Accordingly, it is done. Okay, the next item on the agenda, so I lost my place here, consideration of budget amendments, which is on the first pink tab we run to, where we've got three here, budget amendment 2019, 20, and 21, which affects the police department with donations we've received. You'll notice the first one on budget amendment number 19 deals with receiving a donation for the police department, $525 and $3,018, which are drug things we've had. And the same way with Amendment 20 going into different restricted funds. and the same with 21, except 21 moves money from departmental supplies to contracted services to pay for some items that we had over there, which is all money inside the same department. If it's okay with the council, I'd like to approve all three of these at the same time unless there's discussion. Does the chair hear a motion to approve these collectively?
So made.
Okay, that's been, it's been moved and seconded. We approve these collectively. Is there any discussion? Okay, there being none, all in favor of approving the amendments indicate so by saying yes.
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 Opposed, no. Okay. Okay, next item F under the yellow tab deals with an ordinance amending the text of the Town of Nashville Code of Ordinances, Chapter 8, Article 5, Municipal Service District. You know, we created one by resolution a while back. We have not yet changed our ordinances to that effect. We'll change the ordinances tonight with this approval, then we'll appoint a board, which will be the next item coming up. Okay, whereas as authorized by North Carolina General Statutes 160A-535 of the Town of Nashville, created a downtown revitalization municipal service district effective July 1, 2016, and whereas the district will focus on beautification projects, infrastructure improvements, and in promoting existing businesses, and whereas it is the desire of the Town Council of the Town of Nashville that an advisory board composed of property owners within the municipal service district that recommends projects to the Town Council be created. Now therefore be ordained by the Town Council of the Town of Nashville that the Town of Nashville Code of Ordinances be amended to reflect the following changes to Chapter 8, Article 5, Municipal Service District by adding Article 5, Municipal Service District Advisory Board. Section 354 deals with definitions, and Section 8355 deals with membership, appointment, and terms, which says a total of 5 people shall serve. Interesting. Do you want to correct that at some point as we go along?
Yes, sir.
There's too many verbs in there. Shall serve on the Municipal Service District Advisory Board with staggered terms. All 5 people will serve 2-year terms and must be a property owner within the district. The Municipal Service District Advisory Board's members are to be appointed by the Town Council with the Planning Director or their designee serving as Secretary. Section 8.356 deals with vacancies. Should any vacancy occur among the members of the Municipal Service District Advisory Board by reason of expired term, resignation, dismissal, or other reason, a letter of resignation or other notice should be submitted to the mayor by the secretary through the town manager. Should any vacancies occur, the mayor will receive letters of recommendation from the Municipal Service District Advisory Board. The vacancy shall be filled in accordance with Section 8-355. And then Section 8.357 deals with rules of procedure. The Municipal Service District Advisory Board will set rules of procedure that will govern its meetings and its officers' powers and duties. And Section 8-358, powers and duties. The Municipal Service District Advisory Board shall serve in a recommendatory capacity and shall be vested with the following ongoing responsibilities. Number 1, to hold an annual public meeting inviting all property owners within the district to discuss projects of interest. Number 2, to evaluate and submit a comprehensive list of recommended projects for Town Council review. And 3, to provide a detailed report of completed projects annually. Okay, adopted this 3rd day of January 2017 with appropriate signatures and attestations. Does the chair hear a motion we approve this ordinance amendment?
So made.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded we approve the ordinance amendment creating the board for the Municipal Service District. Is there any discussion? Okay, there being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
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 Opposed, no. Okay, the next item now is to create the board, which is under your pink tab, second pink tab, of which we have got 5 persons, some of whom are here tonight. The town council will need to appoint 5 members to serve on the Municipal Service District Advisory Board. The board will have a total of 5 members serving 2 staggered terms, serving 2-year staggered terms. The staggered terms for the initial board can be accomplished by appointing 3 members to a 2-year term and 2 members to a 1-year term. And the 5 members with the original term limits are listed below. First is Tim Evans, owner and operator of Acme Cleaners. Mr. Evans would like to serve a 1-year term beginning January 3, 2017 and expiring January 3, 2018. Angela Dawes, owner and operator of Unity Hair Salon. Mrs. Dawes would like to serve a one-year term beginning January 3, 2017, and expiring January 3, 2018. Dylan Bunch, Providence Bank Manager. Mr. Bunch would like to serve a two-year term beginning January 3, 2017, and expiring January 3, 2019. Tammy Davis, owner and operator of Nashville Diner. Mrs. Davis would like to serve a two-year term beginning January 3, 2017, and expiring January 3, 2019. And Layla Langley, who owns property at 323 and 319 West Johnson Street and operates a business at West Washington Street, and operates a business at 314 West Washington Street. Mrs. Langley would like to serve a two-year term beginning January 3, 2017, and expiring January 3, 2019. Okay, these have been added to the agenda tonight, and the council needs to approve these people. The chair here motion we approve these recommendations for the advisory committee. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Okay, accordingly, our Municipal District Service Advisory Board is established. Thank you for serving with us, Tim.
Can we have
Layla?
one introduced?
Oh, Layla's here, Tim is here.
Tim.
I can't see around the post. I don't know if
Those are the only two?
I think that's the
Tonight.
only two that's here.
Well, I know them.
You know them? Okay. We appreciate what you do for us. Thank you very much. We hope this is really going to help us move downtown. Okay, now the next item is a manager's report. Mr. Manager?
Thank you, Mayor. We'd like to report that Boost Mobile is going to be a new business coming to town, opening in the shopping center over by Just Save in the near future. I anticipate at our February meeting that we're going to have a Duke Energy grant agreement and a budget ordinance for your review. In the Harold D. Cooley Library, we'd like to point out in the month of January, starting on the 26th through April 13th, on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, there's going to be free tax services available to members of the public who would like to utilize that. We also are going to have an advanced care directives and living will opportunity on January the 18th. There are still some slots open, but this is limited to only 30 people, so if you're interested in participating, you're going to need to call and register to secure your spot. In the police department, we had the Cops and Kids Christmas program, which the police participated in, our fire department participated in, and supported providing Christmas to 15 children in our community this year. We also, on the January the 5th, are going to have the Eastern North Carolina Gang Conference that Tom and I will make a presentation to regarding the HOPE initiative. And let's see, Lou Bunch and I have also begun working on a salary study for next fiscal year. We have not conducted a salary study for the town since the 8-9 fiscal year, and we want to make sure that our grades are in compliance with today's costs. We've also completed our interview process for the Parks and Recreation Director, and we'd like to announce that Marguerite Bishop is going to be the individual accepting that position. That will occur she will begin employment on January the 9th, which will be next Monday. Another point to add, if you see in the last page of your agenda packet, you'll see budget amendment number 18. That's not misnumbered. They're numbered in order of occurrence. The reason it's listed this way is this is a budget amendment that I had to approve myself without it being presented to council. The reason for that is this was for the funds for the Shop with a Cop Christmas program. The funds were late in coming into the town that we typically receive. That revenue is normally accounted for at our December governing board meeting. We did not have the funds in time, so I had to approve this amendment, which you give me the authority to do in the budget ordinance by moving the money around to account for it. So it's already been approved, but it's required by law that I have the clerk notated in the record that this budget amendment was approved to make the public aware of it.
Okay.
And a final point, it's coming budget time again, so it's time we start planning our annual retreat. Typically, we look into the month of February to have that event. And Mayor, do you have any suggestions on that?
Well, knowing this was coming, I've been talking around, and I have got a couple of suggestions. The primary suggestion, though, of course, is February 24th, which is the last Friday. How does that fit everybody's schedule, the one-day event?
Good for me.
Good for me.
Good for you, good for you, good for me, good for you, good for you, good for you. Good for everybody.
Good for us.
What time you want to start?
9:00.
9 o'clock? Okay. Can we do between 9 and say like 4 or 4:30 to get everything done that you want to do? Okay. Okay, 9 to 4. We'll be here on February 24th. And let's meet in the boardroom. Over that, we met there last year. It was very comfortable. Okay. That meeting is open to the public if anybody wants to come and listen to us discuss things. Okay,
That
that's
concludes
it.
my report,
You said
Mayor.
9 o'clock?
Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, 9 to 4. 9 to 4, okay. All right, we're down now to council comments. You know, in the past, I've always started on my right, but this is a new year, I think I'll start on my left. Mr. Coleman?
No comments tonight. Just hope that everybody had a safe and happy new year, and excited to get started on a great year ahead. A lot of stuff happening in Nashville, and a lot of good vibes happening. So let's keep it up.
I like that term, good vibes.
Good vibes.
I like that. Mrs. Hinton?
I appreciate the people who are participating on the advisory board. That's very important, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Mr. Taylor?
No comments tonight, Mayor.
Okay. Mr. Taylor?
Echo their sentiments as well. I appreciate the involvement that the citizens are stepping up, and I appreciate the retiring firemen. They've served this community well, and glad to see that everybody had a uneventful holiday season. I was just alluding to speaking with Ms. Hinton before the meeting started. Look at the news, the media, Wilson County, everybody else around us, and had some tragedy to hit. And during the holidays, I heard the sirens and stuff coming through Nashville and got me all alarmed. And it was the sheriff's office playing Santa Claus. So I think we owe that to our fire department, our police department, and to our citizens in Nashville that we didn't have any tragedies come on our doorstep. So thank goodness for that, and we were blessed. And Happy New Year.
Okay. Well, thank you. Let's just hope that continues for the rest of the year.
That's right.
I want to thank everybody for coming. Appreciate you being here. You guys who are retiring, I hope you do well in your retirement. I've certainly enjoyed my retirement. It's the best job I've ever had. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year to everybody, and we'll be moving on. The chair here motion we adjourn.
Motion made.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded we adjourn. Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Accordingly, we're adjourned.